What's up, guys? I'm back again after such a long time to review a movie. It's Ted, the review guy. I know the last review was Batman with Robert Pattinson, which is still one of my favorite comic book movies. Here comes another one, and I'm so glad it's Superman. Um, like he's before I go any further, please go watch the movie. There's a lot of spoilers in this review. I would have loved to just have everyone just come in without watching the movie, but I need you guys to go watch the movie. So please go watch the movie and then come talk about it here on the comments and everything. If yeah, if you can. But yeah, um, the movie, I really like it. It had all the things that you want from Superman, which is just doing good for no reason. And so we'll start with the relationship with Lois. That was a beautiful thing to see, and them just going back and forth with being in a relationship and being journalist and trying to be as a partial journalist, especially with Lois, stuff like that. So for me, I really enjoyed that dynamic. And there's a Twitter meme or like a response that I saw that Lois would rather lose him than the argument, which was funny because I mean they have to go through these things whereby the 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 line they haven't figured it out yet because they're still trying this new thing with dating someone who's a superhero and also has a secret identity and he's doing things on his own, but also you have to be a journalist. So yeah, like that interview that they had where Superman talks about how the Peruvians are just attacking the other country for no reason. They're just killing, which is obviously a sentiment to the real world things that are happening. And that storyline alone just broke my heart because I know that the real life Palestinians that are basically being implemented here have no one, to to do that for them, except they're relying on the world. And I think the sentiment for this movie is that hope that Superman was trying to deliver, especially with the kid and him shouting Superman, Superman, like all of that to me, yeah, I just the connection, just I made the connection with the Palestinians and I just broke down because not only do they not have a Superman, but also we are not doing enough. You would think about it in many ways, but then we're not doing enough as the whole world. Just watching a destruction of people in 4K. So a lot of influential people have been trying to do something about it, but obviously, yeah, for me, all of them are wearing the S on their chests, like your Greta's, your Liam Cunningham or something, like I think that's his name from Game of Thrones, your Kelani's, your what's his name, Michael Moore, like all of these people that do speak out, and for me they're just wearing that S, and they are the ones that are being called out by the Palestinian kids and all of these things. For all of it to stop, it needs to stop, hopefully yesterday. Actually, I wish it stopped so long ago, but anyway. And that has been painted as the wokeness of Superman, and for me that doesn't align because doing something good is not woke. It's just you doing something good. There's no wokeness in that. And as a black person, and this word woke being used in this manner just infuriates me every day I see something. It's woke because of this, and it's like, no, it's just existing. It's just being a good person. It's not about wokeness or any agenda, just existing and being good. That's all it is. Why is being good woke? You know what I mean? So stuff like that. But yeah, that's the connection. I know I went on a tangent here, and yeah, like, but that really touched my heart. And let's speak on the side characters like Guy Gardner. I loved him. Like Nathan Fillion did so well. Mr. Terrific, he stole the whole show. He literally stole the whole show. I mean, when you say he doesn't need help, he's Mr. Goddamn Mr. Terrific. That was beautiful. I enjoyed every moment like of Mr. Terrific on screen. And I saw another tweet of some guy, I think, yeah, saying they want to see the white eyes of in within the mask of Mr. Terrific, and I'm like, it's a live action thing, and we haven't even seen the movie, only to find out that it does happen, and it's the coolest thing. And it made so much sense then, that when he does send the T-spheres to go look around, his eyes turn white because then he has to see whatever they see. So that was amazing. So like, I just wish a lot of people have more patience when it comes to this media. Don't have opinions when the movie's not out, because you don't know what they've done. You just seen the trailers and you don't know anything. So just wait until the movie comes out and then have an opinion, like we are doing now. But yeah, otherwise, I enjoyed Hawk Girl. She was great. I just wish that they were wearing slightly less modernized outfits, but I get that where she comes from, they are quite technological, so it kind of makes sense. But then Guy Gardner's costume, for me, I wasn't really sold on. When it comes to that, I wish there was more emphasis on the Green Lantern, the way he looks on the comics, even just slightly, like, because the leather jacket and everything, because Mr. Terrific has leather jackets and whatever. But obviously, from the perspective of the movie, they were sent by a company. I'm hoping that maybe in Supergirl, yes, we saw Supergirl. I'm so excited for Millie. Like, it's so great. But yeah, we saw Supergirl. She's gonna be great. I think it's gonna be like a teenage coming of age type of story for that one, because of what we saw, how drunk she was going out to party, maybe even trying to figure out her superpowers when it comes to, because she got here late on Earth. So maybe that line of her just trying to find herself and all of those things. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. Oh, and they made Crypto. Okay, I'm not a dog person, but I'm not a dog person. I'm just, pets exist, and that's, yeah, basically stems from how I was raised and where I was raised. So when it comes to pets, I'm not that type of person. So I don't know. Like for me, yeah, no, like he was great, but it was a bit too much. Like, because I've never had a dog, maybe I don't know how they act, but to me, like, that was a bit much when it comes to um Crypto's behavior around the movie. Like, he was doing so much, and it comes to distraction. And I think I've seen dogs enough to know that they're not that bad, because it's like, I don't think even Superman acknowledged any good thing, that because he was calling him calling Crypto a bad dog throughout the movie. So it's like, there was never a time where they, yes, obviously he felt something when Lex took him. I will come back to Lex, but like, for me, it's just like, I needed that thing whereby when he does do good, Superman or Clark does acknowledge that. I wanted that, but I don't think I got it. Yeah, and then Lex. Oh, Lex. Yeah, he's the biggest hater. He hates the way he walks, he talks, the way he dresses. Like, he is the biggest hater of note. Ah man, like, and like I couldn't, like he was just portrayed so well. Like it was over the top, and I hope the next one is like more serious. And like he was serious, but like more toned down when it comes to the hateness, but then directed in such a different way. But like it felt like a bit too much for me. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but yeah, this it's just like the yeah, I hear that you hate him, but like this is just like, what did he do? Like, but obviously we know Lex hates him to that degree. But yeah, for me, it just seemed a bit too much. I guess maybe it's the same level as Crypto, because I don't think I've hated someone like that. I don't think anyone has, but maybe Kendrick with Drake. But yeah, otherwise, what's his name? Nicholas Holt was amazing as Lex Luthor. Like he did a great job. As like I believe that he didn't like Superman. Maybe yeah, like yeah, he played it so well that I actually yeah, I was like yeah, this man really hates Superman. Like he hates Superman just for his existing, you know. Even when Superman was trying to be human and all of those things, but then Crypto came in, and because of kidnapping and obviously running tests on him, a revenge type thing, did the whole Hulk smashing Loki type thing everywhere. Um, I would have liked a moment whereby actually acknowledges that more. The things that Superman was saying at the end there when he got defeated. Um, I wanted it to like go deep. It's like you are, I'm more human. I'm doing this. I make mistakes and all of these things. I wanted that to sink in more without that moment of Crypto taking it away. It was funny, but like I wanted it more. Um, what else did I like? I I liked a lot of things. I just have like very critical things in the movie that I would have liked, but otherwise the movie was great to me. Yeah, like having Metamorpho was great. I didn't understand why the kryptonite was doing that to Superman. I know it's supposed to like the strength obviously goes back to normal, but to the like to the face, what that was doing, I don't know. Maybe it's because he doesn't know the actual composition of kryptonite, that it probably was in its rawest phase where it's radiating. Maybe that's why. But I would have liked to see like a bit of glow coming out, so that I know that it's doing that, because I know when it's like close, it just makes him feel weak, not to the point of, you know, like it's not in his stream. Why is it? I would have liked to see like some radiation type thing, because it's probably in its rawest form. But also, again, it's just tiny things. I'm nitpicking because I want to be as non-biased as possible, even though I enjoyed everything. Like all of these little things I mentioned, they didn't sway me away from liking the movie. I enjoyed everything about this movie. I promise you guys, I enjoyed it. The relationship between Mr. Terrific and Superman, great as well. I want to see more of him. Again, stand out. Mr. Terrific was great. Um, what else? What else? What do I want to see next? I want to see Martian Manhunter, because Lex Luthor mentioned that in the movie about the Martian and Kryptonians looking the same. I want to see that, and hopefully cast a great guy for thingy as John Johns. I would have I would like the guy from what do you call this? The husband of How to Get Away with Murder, the husband of Viola Davis there. Yeah, or the boyfriend. That guy, I think he would play a great role as John Johns, and as a police undercover detective type thing, because that's the money, that's his other life, when he shapeshifts into a human. He's a detective, so I would like to see that in the next movie, if they do a next movie anytime soon, or when they do a next movie. Oh yes, Superman saving squirrels, dogs. Oh, such like essence of Superman, where everything was just so good. Him trying to not damage the world around him as much as possible, and I think that James Gunn was took notes from Zack Snyder's Man of Steel of the whole destruction thing. So our Superman, I think this Superman right now is more experienced at using his powers than our previous Superman. I don't want to focus on that. I want to focus on this movie. So the damage was less. There's like it was mentioned a lot in the movie, which I like, taking accountability of things that our heroes are doing. Jimmy was great as well, and Eve was the MVP of the whole thing, because if it wasn't for her, they would have never figured out how to get Superman out of this media smear, that the smear campaign that was happening. So she played a great role there. Jimmy Olsen being the CEO of Sex, that was incredible. Like, I didn't know why, I don't know why they did that, but it was the focal point of the whole movie. Like, it was a big thing that he is that guy. So it was funny. Like, there's humor between Lois and Guy Gardner, when like that was great humor. Like, I loved every moment of it. And when Superman couldn't come to save the the kid when he was shouting, when they were attacking, and then the others, because they were sitting on their own not doing anything, and just inspired by Superman and everything that he's doing, they stand up and they go to where they didn't want to go. Because I love that before they were like, we can't get involved, when they were talking to Lois, but then they were inspired by Superman, and that's the whole point. The inspiration, like, it's not wokeness or whatever. Like, Superman was created for these things, to fight the Nazis back in the day and all of these things. So like, to inspire troops in the American way, justice, and like, all that is good and all of these things. Like, and I don't understand how your corners as a country is now said to be this bad woke thing. Guys, come on now, come on, we can do better. But yes, thank you guys for coming to watch like my review. I know I went all over, but that's like, yeah, like I was just wanted to give you my raw thoughts on the movie and just tell you how I feel and everything as much as I can. And yeah, I enjoyed everything. There is a post-credit scene, which was a nice back and forth between Superman and Mr. Terrific. That was nice. And the shots on with Crypto and Thingy on the moon, that was cool. Yeah, out of 10, I would give this movie, a solid 9 for me. I'm happy as a Superman fan and a DC fan. I'm happy in all fronts. So a 9. Maybe for a second watch, I'll probably give it a 9.5, because it's not going down. And I think I'm gonna cry again in that scene. I think that scene actually makes it a 9.5, because when that kid and they showed up, and Guy Gardner with his humor and a-holeness, he's just was amazing. And inspiration, guys, like hope. Yeah, like, just from this movie, all I want to take away is that let's be good people, like Superman, be inspired by Superman, and spread much hope as possible. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully see you soon in the next review.